Sorry I'm a little bit late. I meant to go live at 9 and I was trying to clear up my sinuses because just they're honestly crap today and it hasn't been working out. So I just decided, you know what? I'll be fine. I'll stream anyway. So, how are y'all doing tonight? Good to see you. Good to be here. I do apologize if I sound horrible. Again, um it's a lot of stuff. The allergies, the weather changing, everything else is causing everything from here up to just clog up. And why am I so darn bright in the oh, I know why. I've got the lights at 100% brightness, no wonder. It's washing me out. No, no, and don't wash me out. All right, studio lights. Is that the right one? No, that's the other one. Okay, turn that back on. Turn the key light down. Turn the fill light down to just a bit. Actually, what if I turn them off? Do I look okay? Yeah, I think I do. All right. I guess the white lights are gonna have to be repositioned to give me a different look. All right, maybe this key light. Give me just a little bit. Okay. Hey, Janie, good to see you. Good to see you. Um, good to be back. Uh, I'm kind of just wanted to chat again tonight. I'm not gonna do anything specific tonight. I will be doing more specific stuff tomorrow. I want to do some reaction videos on stream and do some other things. Just kind of start structuring my streams a little bit where they're not just haphazard or random. I want to get into some actual gaming stuff again if I can manage to get the darn thing to work. With my new graphics card, which I'm sinus crap is just draining my energy and really just giving me issues. It's a it's a whole thing. Spring hits and my sinuses just do not want to cooperate. That's the main thing. um, Honestly, if it were any other time of the year, I'd probably be in a in a coma because I'd be like, nuh-uh. But with it already being April, I need to get back on the horse. I need to get back on the horse. I need to get back to streaming, back to making videos, back to making content, because otherwise, um, I'm never gonna make it as a creator if I don't just do stuff. So here I am. I'm probably not gonna stream long, probably an hour, only because I've got quite a lot of crap that needs to clear out, and after about an hour, I'll probably be exhausted. But I'm happy to be here for an hour. Um, so one of the major things I wanted to talk about tonight is I plan on doing a stream tomorrow afternoon in fact, I'm going to, before anything else, I'm going to actually make sure that I um, get this on my live streaming schedule on YouTube. I can't do a schedule on Twitch where I can schedule specific streams, but I can on YouTube. So, another chat stream for tomorrow, April 10th. That's a Thursday at 4, no, 2:30 p.m. to probably around 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Anyway, that will be good. That will be good. So, that'll be helpful having that there. But yeah, it's great to see you all. It's great to be back. I'm hopefully going to be more active, more healthy, especially because I hope to I hope to really start feeling a bit better and having a bit better time with my sinuses, especially. Hopefully, after the summer or spring weather really does hit and we stop getting the up and down on the winter weather, this will clear up. I also recently got some free clothes from my brother in law's dad who passed away. And they had a lot of his clothes that fit me, so, but they had a dog and a cat. Some might be that I'm struggling with some pet dander and stuff and some pet allergies, so that might be the case too. I don't know. There are a lot of factors, and I don't know what's what. But I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be able to just be more more uplifting for you guys and more consistent across the board. Oh well, I don't have them all put in place yet. In fact, I've got a lot of the stuff that's not even organized. And why do I have my? Good Lord, my one drawer is popping out. Hey, Smoopy, good to see you tonight. Good to see you. I was just telling Janie that I've been having some problems with my sinuses because of the weather and a few other factors. One of which was I got some clothes from my brother-in-law's dad who recently passed away, and they evidently did not wash them, and they probably have pet hair, so that's part of my issue. And then the other part is, of course, the weather being what it is. Up and down, warm and cold, rainy and sunny, and everything else all together. And so the flowers don't know what to do either, so that's not helping. I always get I get pet allergies and I get pollen, and those are the two major things that drive my sinuses absolutely up the wall. So, but I'm still glad to be here and still glad to just be part of your day or part of your evening anyway. Oh, I'll feel better after probably a couple Benadryl, some Vicks, some Tylenol for the achiness because I've got like achy ears and an achy nose. So yay, inflammation altogether. I'll probably take some Tylenol PM tonight and see if that helps to clear things up and also help me to sleep. That'd be nice. One of the major things that have kept me from being able to stream and make more content recently has been I have been completely off of my usual schedule of sleeping. And so I've been up all night and then I've been sleeping all day. And that's kept me from doing a whole lot that I wanted to do because I've just felt like utter crap. And also whenever I am awake and active, I end up extremely exhausted anyway, even if I have slept well, because turns out my heart's not healthy. Go figure. You spend most of your adult life in a state of obesity and you get heart problems. Huh, go figure. So coming up soon we're gonna be taking care of that. I'm gonna get some testing and they're gonna see what's going on with that, and then hopefully afterwards they can tell me what they can do to fix what's not doing too well. Hopefully it's nothing major. Hopefully it's nothing that, is going to be a big concern, but you never know. With stuff like this, you can never really totally predict what's going on. You can only anticipate that it's either going to be good news or bad news, and you really can't tell which news it'll be. Oh, wow. Up to three viewers. Hey, third viewer, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad to have you here. Three viewers on YouTube. Well, yeah, I'm working on the losing weight bit, honestly. Hey, Kat, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Examine you, Kat. Good Lord. I haven't seen you in a coon's age. Honestly, I haven't seen any of you in a while because I haven't been on in a while. So, it is what it is, but you get my meaning. Yeah, so, yeah, and make sure to follow me on TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky at Wandering Wind 71 if you'd like. Um, I make content and I post stuff on there on occasion. Um, I'm doing better at making more content back on Threads and Blue Sky than I am on TikTok right now, but I'm working on getting more more videos on TikTok again. Oh, there we go. That'll help. Give me a cough drop. Mucinex cough drops. Insta Soothe. Yay. I think it's because of the draining sinus problem. It's causing my throat to get scratchy. Yay. Just what I need. You know, I, I have honestly told people more than once, I hate seeing just how badly my sinuses can treat me. It's horrible. It's horrible. So, um, for those of you that haven't been here before, which there might be people here that will show up eventually, I'm Gregory. This is my channel, The Wandering Wind. I'm currently multi-streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So if you see me talking to someone and you're like, "Where's this person in chat? I don't see them." They're probably over on YouTube and you're probably on Twitch, or vice versa. If I ever end up getting viewers on Twitch, because right now I get a consistent one viewer, and that's probably me watching my own stream feed in order to make sure everything's working right. But it is what it is. I am glad to have the people here that are here. It's always good to have just someone to talk to and someone to enjoy life with. Um, yeah, it's a good thing. So, life has been different recently. I've been learning to be more of a leader than a follower. Today I had another Wednesday morning group that I help lead. I'm not the only leader, but for right now, I am the primary leader in order to give other people the chance to grow and just get comfortable with that. I haven't figured out how to do the TikTok live yet. I'm working on that part in order to help it. Um, but I haven't figured out how to exactly connect this particular software because I'm not using OBS anymore. I'm using a program called Meld Studio. I'll show you here in a second. All right. Let's pull you in. So this is Meld Studio. And you can see YouTube and Twitch are both connected. They've both been live for 14 minutes. And it's actually a pretty nice setup. I've got a lot of the same controls as OBS, but it's a bit easier to get the custom settings that I like or that I'd want in this than it was in OBS. It's fairly new. I was turned on to this from a streamer, YouTuber, or a streaming and content creation YouTuber called Senpai Gaming. Are you gonna be playing any games tonight? Probably not. I wasn't able to set anything up. Um, Honestly, I'm gonna do that either tomorrow or Saturday, or yeah, tomorrow or Saturday. Friday, I'm going to be doing a different kind of stream. I'll be doing a reaction and commentary stream to sort of try and get some content going with that. I'm also working on getting chat to show up on the video feed for stream and stuff. That's going to be a work in progress with that. Honestly, I'm working on a lot of things with technical stuff that I've been trying to figure out recently. But anyway, how do you guys like the new logo and the new uh pro pro profile picture and stuff? I actually did that with ChatGPT, which I thought to myself, this will never work. This won't look very good. And then I thought to myself, well, you know what? I've got ChatGPT Plus. The worst that I can do is just waste a couple of hours trying to get the thing to work and give me something that looks halfway decent. And I actually think that it turned out great. So it's pretty good, pretty awesome. And I've been dabbling in the idea of maybe using it to maybe do some graphics and stuff for other creators, small creators that want to commission stuff from me. I actually already sent some graphics to a friend of mine who I have on Discord that was looking for a new logo, and I'm like, you know what? I can do something with that. And I turned it out last night while I was streaming. That's just how, I guess, educated I've gotten with using AI. AI isn't all bad. It's not all bad. There are some hinky things, there are some hiccups, but for the most part, as long as you're not making it do all the creative stuff, it's okay. It's all right. Um, I will say though, there are some points that make me question and make me cautious when it comes to seeing where AI is going and what people are trying to do with it, especially when it comes to like using it to make traditionally creative things like music and video games and stuff like that, because that's a bit of a gray area in my opinion. It's one thing to use it to elevate what you're already doing. It's another thing to use it in order to create something from scratch, brand new, that is, you know, none of your effort whatsoever. Because I even fed ChatGPT some of my own work in order to give it a bit of a baseline to go off of, which is when this stuff works best. It works best when you've already got a concept or you've already got something in the works that looks halfway decent that it can build off of and that it makes enhanced rather than, whatever. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. Um, AI is good. AI is decent. And why do I have 822 gigabytes out of 931 already taken up? I have no clue. What do I have installed on this thing? Good Lord. Okay, good old games. Oh, it's because I installed Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Elden Ring, and Stalker 2. Oof, Elden Ring is 127 gigabytes. Oh, wait, no, that's Stalker 2. Elden Ring, I don't think fully installed. And Assassin's Creed is another almost 50 gigabytes. Good Lord. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder. Anyway, so I'm not going to be playing Elden Ring on stream at all. I'm probably going to uninstall it, honestly. I didn't really put a lot of effort or put a lot of thought into it when I bought it back when, and I forgot how bad I am at Souls-like games. So Yeah, no. I, I'm not going to be speed running Insanity Simulator at all. No, no. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. um, One of the major things that I want to start doing more of though is I want to start doing more just content that encourages you guys and inspires you guys and really just gives you something good to something good to just go off of. So I want to talk about something interesting that I actually started thinking about today after a conversation with my pastor. So so what I did earlier today, I had a meeting with my pastor and we chatted, talked about what I've been going through recently and everything else. And we got on biblical and theological concepts. And one of the things that we talked about was um, blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, but we also talked about the commandments and about taking the Lord's name in vain, especially in context of today's world and today's times. Because you see, everyone thinks that taking the Lord's name in vain is when you say something along the lines of GD, gosh darn it, I'm trying to use the PG version of the words, but but what does it mean to take someone's name? Now, in Old Testament times, taking someone's name was literally changing your family name to their family name. It was an act of adoption. It was an act of familial connection. So what could that be in today's context? Well, I'm a Christian. I am a follower of Christ. I am a little Christ. Okay? So take that in context with that. And then go a little bit further. So taking the Lord's name, that is Christ, in vain. So you hear people say sometimes, I'm a good Christian, or I'm a Christian, or I'm a follower of Christ. Now, the last two, in the context of someone who is just professing their faith, is fine. The first one I worry about, and a lot of people should worry about, because when it comes to professing yourself as a Christian, putting good in there should never be something we do, because the Bible says there's no one good, not one. For all have fallen away, all have gone astray and followed their own way. All are under the condemnation of the law, according to the Word of God. So, the idea here is that when you take the Lord's name in vain, it's not saying God's name out of the context of talking about the Bible. And by the way, God isn't his name. If you want to use his name, which I don't recommend because it's kind of taboo in a lot of circles, but if you want to use his name is Yahweh. Oh, I just got a powerful feeling from that. But his name is YHWH. There are some people that, based on the fact that there are no vowels in that word, some people take the logical leap that there could be there could be a standing to where you could say that when Moses asked, "What is your name?" God breathed, and that's where he got the word Yahweh from, because it sounds like a breath. And it's like, okay, all right. So every breath we breathe speaks his name. That's a cool concept. Um, it's not proven concretely in the Bible, but it's a cool concept, it's a cool idea. But saying God whatever is not taking his name in vain. What is taking his name in vain in this context is when you say, I'm a Christian, and then you proceed to do things that are not in line with what Christ would have done or what he would have you to do, you know? So it's this idea that we're taking on his image, his likeness, his identity, and calling ourselves Christian, and then doing contrary to what being a Christian is all about. You know, we see people in modern media on the TV, on the news, that say, "I'm a Christian," and yet they go and say hateful things or are judgmental or whatever towards other people. And I'm not being judgmental when I say that. I'm just giving an example of what that kind of incongruous behavior is, that kind of out of character behavior is. And it's honestly, it's kind of concerning that people don't understand this in a more deep way. You know, they think, oh well, if you say God whatever, then that's you're guilty of blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. When in reality, it's about the fact that you're using, and I hate to put it this way because I know it'll turn a lot of people off, especially people that consider themselves to be Christ followers. But it's kind of the same as the identity politics of today. You're using an identity that you assume in order to justify your behaviors. It's the same as the rainbow community, the LGBT. It's you're taking an identity and making it everything about you, but then going on and doing things that look differently than what that identity says. Or in the case of the LGBT, they're doing exactly what that identity says they are, and it's leading them down a road of destruction. Because unfortunately, there are going to be a lot of people that will never find Jesus because they're following their own way. And that's not just for the LGBT, that's for a lot of groups of people. That's for the fascists, that's for the hateful people, that's for people that anyone that sins that does not repent is going towards destruction. That's the facts of that's the fact of the gospel. That's the truth of the gospel. And anyone that is condemned can also receive salvation through Jesus Christ. But you got to be careful not to use his identity in order to cover up your own sinfulness. Instead, you need to be sure that you actually are following him. And that way, when I say I am a Christian, I'm not just a Christian in name only on the outside, but I'm a Christian in the heart too. So that's what I mean when I say that's what it truly means to take God's name in vain and how to avoid doing that. So I just thought that was an interesting thing. Anyway, I'm done with that subject, so we'll get off of that. But it was an interesting idea, and I actually just recorded that, so I'm going to post that later because that was a pretty interesting bit of thought. So I'm gonna actually share that on my YouTube later, so you guys can see that. For those of you that don't stay around for the whole stream, but I wanted to talk a bit about something else too. There has been a lot because I have had some people ask me, "Are you going to get back into Genshin? Are you going to get back into Honkai Star Rail? Are you going to get back into the?" I am probably not going to be playing any gotcha games anymore on stream. So I want to explain why I'm not going to be playing gotcha games on stream anymore, because I think a lot of people might have questions, and that's fine. With the current and ongoing controversy around Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero and other Hoyo properties, when it comes to how the voice actors, specifically the English voice actors, have been acting, I don't want to invite any kind of controversy into the time that we have on stream. So whenever it comes to playing games on stream or playing games on on YouTube even, I'm not going to be posting any videos about any of those games. I might pick up a new gacha game, but I'm not going to be playing any of the ones that are already out, except for maybe Wuthering Waves. Because, at least for now, they are not part of any kind of controversy. There is also another gacha game out tomorrow that I'm going to check out and see how it is. And I might play it, but I don't know. I don't know. That might be a just for me kind of a game. But, with everything going on with the Paimon voice actor and SAG-AFTRA trying to strong arm Hoyo into signing an agreement that legally, based on Chinese law, they're not even allowed to sign, I don't really think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth playing those games, inviting that kind of controversy into the stream, because there will be people that will come in and will be like, so what do you think about the voice actor situation? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I don't want to have any kind of controversy or any kind of mishaps because people want to come in and start drama. So I'm just not gonna have it. I'm not gonna have it in the stream. Um, so that's just my spiel about it. You know, whatever kind of thought process you have about it, that's entirely up to you. But I personally will just avoid playing any kind of the gacha games that have been currently in the spotlight for any kind of controversies, just to keep people from having that as a flashpoint for any kind of drama. That's just how I am. I roll like that. I don't have any kind of special reasons other than I just want to make this a an enjoyable experience for everyone. And if that means being able to have being able to have people that can truly enjoy what I'm doing by not having any kind of controversial stuff on here, then fine, I'll do it. Besides, I want to grow this channel in order to share the gospel rather than anything else. I'm not here to pop myself up. I'm not here to give myself any accolades. I am here primarily and exclusively to show Christ through who I am and do my best to love you like he would love you. And so that means staying away from stuff that would just cause division. Fine, I can do that. I can definitely do that. So, that being said, I have been streaming for about 33 minutes. What stuff do you guys have to ask or talk about? I am more than happy to just chat with you guys and answer any of your questions and have some fun. It's all good. It's all good. Well, I mean, if there are no questions, then I can keep talking for a bit. Um, I want to talk about one thing in particular first. I want to talk about uh come on. Let's see. What do we got here? uh so how about them tariffs? You guys finding it more expensive to buy stuff yet? I know I have been, but it is what it is. It's gonna be a reality either way. We can either bellyache about it or we can just take it on the chin and keep going. Uh can't really do anything about it. Really can't. It's interesting that currently we don't really have a clear picture of what's going to be coming up next. Although, really, when have we ever had that kind of picture in 2025 or in any recent years, honestly? Dang. Stream elements. Let's try and keep the spam to a minimum. I'm gonna have to see about working on getting the timer on this down to a almost a science. Maybe putting it on like a 20-minute timer or something. I don't know exactly. Well, Smoopy, how have you been? Jam and you cat and Zany, how have you been? Been fine? Doing all right? I'm always glad to hear from you. Always glad to just chat with you, shoot the breeze, enjoy time together, you know? I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to pad out a little more time so I'm not just, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. I mean, I'm tired. I'm sure you guys are kind of exhausted. And I've got some stuff I've still got to set up with the stream and everything else. Hoping to make sure that I get things taken care of right. Maybe in the next few months, or next few days, I'll be able to have everything kind of optimized for everything. And then we can have things going forward a bit more. I don't want to say optimized, but, just, I don't know, like put together in a way that makes more sense. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to put it. Uh, I really don't know how to put it. Um, but it is good to see you all. It is good to be here. I am definitely glad to be back on stream more often and back to being more of a content creator than anything else. I mean, I don't know about you, but it's been a while since I've actually had some fun just streaming and having a good time with you all. It's been a while. So it's good. It's a good thing. I do want to figure out how to fix my um, Twitch panels and stuff. Those are kind of. Oh, I'm glad that you're happy that I've started streaming again. Yeah, it's been forever and a day since I've actually been able to do that and do it well, I think. Not that I necessarily haven't done it well. I'm just, I'm learning new things with it, um learning new strategies and everything else that are gonna hopefully work out well and make things more alive again, more uh dynamic. That's the word, dynamic. Yes, yes. Had to think of the word, had to think of it. But yes, dynamic. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, so with that being said, is everything else going all right with you guys? Everything going good? Doing all right, getting good grades. Future's so bright, you better wear shades. You can blame my pastor for that one. Oh boy. Yeah, you can blame my pastor for that one. It's good. It's good. In the future, I plan to maybe make some more different content. Oh, God, where's it? Rob, why are you on here? Aren't you supposed to be in bed? I'm sure you haven't. I'm sure you have a long day tomorrow. Honestly, I probably shouldn't be on here considering how how not well I feel. I feel like I'm practically just, boy, lightheaded. It's probably about time for me to get off of here. I'm just glad that I'm not as spiritually stressed out as I was. Thank you so much for just taking the time to talk with me today. It was good. It was good. Um, yeah, I'll definitely have more content for you guys coming up. I'm working on a lot of things. I'm working on a lot of things. Um, One of the major things I want to just achieve this year is consistency. Consistency in my recovery, in my spiritual walk, and in my creation. Because if this is part of my witness, I want to do well and not poorly. So anyway, guys, I'll let you all go so that I can get some medicine in me and hopefully get some good sleep tonight. And so you can sleep too, mister. You got work in the morning. Take care. Take care, guys. I'll see y'all later. God bless. It's good to be back. And let's see. And